My favorite time of the year has started, and that is all the state HR conferences for SHRM. Today, we're in Indianapolis for the Indiana SHRM conference. I think it's my third time at this conference. They just keep bringing me back year after year after year, and I love it. Great group today, and we are just spreading the message that drama doesn't have to be a cost at your place of work. Thanks for having me. Awesome. And we've got book signing after the event. Do you have a good turnout?
So far, so good.
Good. Thank you. Perfect. And then we'll come in and meet with Jill, and I think we don't go there till like 3 or something.
And I have more Lily friends who are coming because they've never seen you in person.
Oh, awesome.
They're also super excited.
You made yourself very relatable, and it made everyone, I think, in the audience, and still makes everyone in the audience say, I can totally relate to her. She's up there, she's saying all this.
We all got the human condition.
And I can totally relate to that, because that shit goes on in my life every day, all right? I really want to see where you go next with this. Have you started to think about where you're going next?
It's just happening, because quite honestly, when you're running so hard, it's hard to,
You've got the platform now.
I'm getting there.
To really start.
I think where it will go next is helping people in two ways, bringing therapy to the mass. So I brought spirituality and kind of just some good boundaries, but I think I'll go to the next level, really bringing personal work to the masses. It's revolving my message. My next book, I don't know if this is my next thing, is Life's Messy, Live Happy, and it's more about just personal life fulfillment. And I just think there's a more collaborative way to have people self-reflect, and I just think there's more room in that space for somebody who's a little bit more approachable and willing to talk about kind of the tougher things in life.
Please put your hands together. My body, sorry.
Yeah! Thanks, Jeremy. Hello, Indiana. Wow. I heard it's been a fantastic conference so far. So excited to be here. Let's unhinge this thing. You're not betting on whether the deck is stacked in your favor. And it hit me that many of us come to work with a ton of conditions. Our buy-in's pretty optional. I'm all in as long as we'll have plenty of staffing and priorities won't change and you'll slow change down and we won't have to do a lot and that we have perfect IT and we have enough money and we have ideal circumstances and proper staffing and I can veto anything at any time and then, yeah, absolutely, I'm all in. That's not all in. See, the way we sympathize as a leader instead of empathize fuels the drama in these three categories. We don't correct people when they're misstating the truth. As an ego diffuser, people come up to me and they're like, "Sorry, we just got 3 patients dumped on us." So I help them with the truth. I go, "So we have 3 new patients, continue. Sorry, I gave this training class and I handed out the feedback forms and they just shredded it and it's horrible and they don't even do training and they don't appreciate us and they completely just ripped apart my PowerPoint and it was awful." And this person's standing in front of me crying and they want me to tend to their emotions about things that never happened. And with all the love of my heart, I have to go, whoa, 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 whoa. Or did you ask for feedback and then you got feedback and now you cry? Is that like more accurate? There's judgment here. But ego, accountability, buy-in, we've come to make buy-in optional. We roll out a strategy. Somebody comes in, they're like, "Sai, I just totally don't agree with the strategy." And I'm like, "Okay, well, let's talk. Is it unethical? Is it unconscious bias? Is it somehow like moving away from, where we need to be headed as a community of people? No, I just don't like it." "Oh, okay, well, that's solvable. What's your plan to come back Monday loving the strategy?" "All in." "I'm not gonna." "Oh my goodness." "So on a scale of 1 to 10, how bought in are you?" "Well, I'm like a 3. "Okay, I started too big." "So what's your plan to come back on Monday and get yourself from a 3 to a 6 in terms of buy-in so that we can move joyfully into our new strategy?" "I don't agree with it. I didn't sign up for it. It's not what I want." "Then what's your strategy to transition off my team?" Like, "I'm not going anywhere. I love this place." "Awesome. I'd love to keep you." "What's your strategy then for signing up joyfully?" In so many opportunities, we're trying to create a third option, a false reality, where we buffer people. There's 2 ways people's motivation gets screwed up. Best motivation, direct contact with reality. If your ego's in the way, distorting reality, and you're seeing yourself as a victim and you think you have no part in this mess, that's one way your information gets corrupted. You make bad decisions. The other way your information gets corrupted is people enable you. And most of what we're doing in leadership philosophy, I don't have time to get into it here, but we're going to give you a lot of resources, is codependent and enabling. When people say to me, Sai, you're responsible for the happiness of others, I go, what? You cannot be responsible for the feelings of others. It's called codependency. I appreciate it. Okay.
Fabulous.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
Really exciting.
Thank you. Good. Disruptive enough for you?
Yes, it was perfect.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm leading a divestiture, so I'm planning to share this message.
Oh, awesome.
With my peer group. A lot of good takeaways about engagement and getting people
Yeah.
on board. Because the reality is,
There's two
change is
chapters in
happening.
there. The change is happening.
Yeah.
And at some point, I can't make this sweet enough for you. If you're conditional, you've got to find your own connection to
Yeah,
this.
so I love that. The message is perfect. Thanks
Awesome.
so much.
You bet. Thank you.
I love key phrases and toggle up.
Toggle up is a good one.
Kind of like so much of my HR work, it's valuable in your personal life.
It
I
is.
already have 2 young brother-in-laws. They're going to have to toggle up. They make all these excuses. One's an alcoholic. They have serious problems, but many of them are self-inflicted. Their HR sister-in-law is always trying to talk them, and so they're going to have to toggle
Yeah,
up.
they got to toggle up because they come to you to figure out a way for them not to have to do anything, but that you could give them information, they could change the world. I'm like, that's not how it works.
Problem is, my husband, oldest brother, even though he doesn't try to be, he enables them.
It's always such a pleasure to meet fans who have been following my work on social media for years now. I want you to be a follower, and most importantly, do others a favor, introduce them to my work, get them to follow me on social media, and definitely get them to subscribe to the podcast.